Awesome. Hey guys, I'm Tiffany Harlick, and I'm here to do the readings for Wise Skies. We do free tarot Fridays every Friday at noon, and so I'm just going to go through each sign in the zodiac, Aries all the way through Pisces. So it's acting up a little bit on my end. Hopefully you guys can see me in the stream. I start with a piece of selenite. I don't usually show you that, so if you have selenite, it's something that I either keep on my deck or just use to kind of clear before I start each session. So a little pro tip, if you're new to cards, using selenite can help clear and transmute any of the energy that comes up in the readings. So let's start with Aries. Let's get cracking and get a weekend forecast for our Aries friends. Anybody watching with an Aries sun, moon, or rising, clearing the deck for some practical advice for Aries. What do our Aries need to hear? Here for Aries. Okay, let's start here with the Knight of Coins, the Four of Wands reversed, and a Temperance reversed. Okay, so some Aries in your life, it looks like you might be starting over financially is what it looks like to me. Going through, I wouldn't call it an upset, but just starting over in some area financially. I'll just say it again. It seems like maybe you're looking for a new home, or you're starting a new business, or you're reinventing yourself and you want to have a new way to play with your money. Maybe you're starting to look at different investments or different land or opportunities, new ways to play. It does look like a change that is kind of unsettling to you. It feels like you're looking for stability, but it's almost causing instability to get to that point. We do have a Temperance card reversed here, which just reminds you all things in moderation. If you're looking for a new home, it doesn't have to be the $500,000 property on the lake, right? Like, we can just do the next right thing, right? So doing the next right thing, not the next thing right, not the next thing perfectly, but not the next thing once and for all. It's like just the next thing that is good fit right now. Okay, so hopefully that helps some Aries out there. Hi Angelique, thank you. You too. All right, let's clear for Taurus. And see what our Taurus sun, moon, rising need to hear for the weekend. Clearing for Taurus. It's a good day to have a good day, right? Let's listen for our Taurus friends. All right. Queen of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, everything's reversed. I clearly need to go through my deck, huh? Here's what it looks like, guys. The Queen of Swords reversed with the Page of Cups reversed. To me, it's almost like you have to deliver some bad news or some news that's going to upset somebody else. And it can kind of be a drag. It can kind of be a downer. It could be that you're receiving some news that's kind of not exactly the most exciting news, because whatever either news you're delivering or news you're receiving, it's kind of life-changing, right? Like, it's not small. This could be like an obituary announcement. This could be like, sorry, I'm a Scorpio, I go dark fast, but it could be like letting somebody go from their job. It could be declining someone alone. It could be that your class that you signed up for got canceled. I'm like, you have to tell them they died. Actually, your class just got canceled, right? Like, sorry. Okay, so Taurus, take that how you want to. Maybe not as dark as I did. Let's clear for Gemini. Clearing for Gemini. Get your mind above Tiffany. All right, clearing for Gemini. All right, let's see what our Geminis need to hear. Awesome. Knight of Cups reversed, Ten of Coins. We got the Hermit as well. Card of clarification. All right, so I remember this from last week that you Geminis were ending something, wrapping something up, coming to a sense of closure, completion in a big area of your life. And it looks like it's just kind of more of the same. It just takes a while to wrap up. If this is something that you're really passionate about, this is something that either has cost you a lot of money or has brought you a lot of money. There's big numbers involved here. And it does look like over the weekend you do benefit from some alone time from really, contemplating what it is that you're walking away from. So the Eight of Cups right here was taught to me as walk away and don't look back. There's an ending involved. It could be, well, anyways, you're going to know what that is. And I do think that it is wise to spend a little bit of time alone contemplating this, so that when you do draw the string, what am I trying to say? When you do, like, cut it off or end or close or whatever it is, that you feel really good about it, that you feel healthy, clear, and clean as you either remove yourself from a situation that just no longer serves you, or you advance towards something better for yourself, or both. All right, let's clear for Cancer. Let's see what is in store for our Cancer friends. Happy Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde is here pretty quick. And we have a full forecast, a full article on that from Sasha. So thank you to Sasha for the beautiful contribution. It's at wiseskiescollective.com. And she overviews all 3 of the Mercury retrograde cycles for the whole year, which is so cool. So it's not like you're reacting in the moment. You can see it's all spread out for you. These are the times of year to edit, all right, to revise, to go back over. They all happen to be in air signs this year, which is kind of neat. Mercury likes that. If you have Mercury retrograde in your natal chart, it affects you differently, okay? So that's cool. That's good to know too. If you haven't done a birth chart with us, please do. It's so fun. It's so enlightening. And you can get that at wiseskiescollective.com. All right, clearing for Cancer. What is it that our Cancer friends need to know? I'm going to shuffle so I can get a good, clear reading for our Cancers. Okay. The Strength card here reversed, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands. All right, so we've got a lot of things going on here for our Cancers. It does feel like either a period of depression or a period of just not feeling your full vitality. This can be just a lousy mood sometimes. And it looks like what you're coming up against here is this King of Fire, King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. And this is somebody, that is either working really, really hard, somebody that is at the end of their rope. There's a fire and a lot of sticks. It's like we're afraid, we're heavy, and I say frayed, not afraid. Like it's almost like nervous tension is just out of whack here. And so this could be, the king is like the authority. This could be the head of your household. This could be somebody you've given power to. But ultimately it looks like, whoosh, that's really heavy on you right now, Cancer. We do have Two of Wands, which means you have a decision to make. And what's the decision? This is like coming to a crossroads with something in your life. The Wands is an action. So it's like we're at the end of this road and we're going to take a left or a right, and we're kind of not sure what to take because we're the grass is always greener when we have the world in our hands and still we yearn. It's like, which way do we go here? And just kind of coming to terms with that. Looks like there's a bit of being a prisoner of your own making in some ways, and then on one side, and then on the other side, it's like this world of options is available for you. So really being careful with your mindset as you're coming up on this crossroads, because one mindset takes you down a deep dark hole, and the other mindset takes you on a beautiful journey full of lots of options. All right, let's clear for Leo. Let's clear for Leo. What do our Leo friends need to hear? Something magical that helps our Leos. The Emperor card fell out. So Leos this weekend, maybe something to do with your boss, the boss, a boss, dad, paternal figure, husband, brother. Let's clear for Leo. What is it that they need to know about their Emperor? Okay. Knight of Cups reversed here. Six of Wands reversed here. King of Wands. Gosh. All right. And the same thing. So we get the same thing here as our Cancer friends, which to me it just means like there's just some unrest going on, and you see the potential in somebody that they really don't see in themselves. And so we want to direct that back to you. What is your potential? How can you refocus on self-care, loving yourself, self-confidence, instead of worrying about who's not measuring up or how they're not doing it right. You know what I mean? And I'm not like, you're not a critical person, Leo, but there's just something on your heart that is not seeing the potential. Like you're seeing the potential instead of reality, or you're remaining hopeful in a situation that is kind of like, what's she doing there still? You know what I mean? So we want to refocus, realign, recalibrate your vision and your hopes and dreams, ground it into some practical reality. That's what it looks like for you guys, Leo. Oh, Rachel's so sweet. She says, thanks for providing a North Star. That's so sweet. Thank you for being here to receive. It's a give and take, right? All right, after Leo comes Virgo. Let's clear for Virgo. Give it a good shuffle. So our Virgo friends, let's see, get a good reading. Clear for Virgo. Okay, let's see. Five of Swords is what fell out here. So a good reading, a good weekend read for the Virgos. All right. So the Five of Swords, to me, I had to do one more, didn't I? I got the full, and that's okay, sorry. Virgos, the Five of Swords to me means it's like somebody's got an unfair advantage. It's almost like you're just kind of, you could be happy about this. This could be you that has kind of the upper hand, or it could be somebody in your life that is trying to use their weight against you. You know what I mean? And so either way, it's an unfair advantage, whether it's for you or against you. It just feels like the scales are a little bit turned right here. We get the Temperance card for you as well, also reversed. And so to me, this is a weekend of not overdoing it, not overthinking or overcomplicating this situation that feels a little bit unfair. To me, I almost feel like it's not, I guess intuitively what I'm getting at is that you're standing up for the underdog. Okay, we've got this Four of Coins. We know that you're not poor, Virgo. We know that you have something saved up. We know that you have invested wisely. We know that you've organized and spent well. So to me, this is, I'm looking at this as you are standing up for the underdog. Whether you are in dog rescue, whether you are championing a new nonprofit, whatever it is, it just feels like you have it's almost like that Justice card feeling where you've just had enough with it and you're ready for truth to prevail. Does it look like I'm wearing a princess crown with that planter in the back? Here's my crown. All right, so Virgo, you also have a decision to be made, and when you're making this decision, you're going to go with your heart, not your head. You're going to go with your heart, not your head, and you're going to lean in and tell yourself, I choose you first, and really get clear with what's best for your energy. This is the Fool is about using our primal instincts, going forward without logic or reason, and that is against your very grain. It's against your nature. So I'm just telling you, there's an opportunity here to flex that heart muscle instead of planning it all out. So if you get a lost pet this weekend and you choose to adopt it, it's all my fault. All right. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you in here. All right, let's clear for who's after Virgo? Libra? Let's clear for Libra. Let me get a good couple of shuffles in. Good couple of shuffles going for our Libras. Okay. Clear advice for Libras. We get first this Five of Swords again, and the Knight of Coins, and an Ace of Wands, and a Queen of Cups reversed. All right. So Libras, I'm going to say, like, don't cry over spilled milk, basically. It's like, to me, there's a couple of things in here where it's bookended with, like, not really getting your way, or not feeling fulfilled, or feeling taken advantage of, or cheated, or not getting a good quality for the amount of money that you paid. Like, those kind of things can be coming up. That's the bookend. But in the middle, like, good on you, because you're trying something new. And so maybe you hired a contractor whose services just weren't up to par, or maybe you tried a new service and it just wasn't the color that you liked, or maybe you were given an introduction and it just didn't pan out. No big deal. So now you're gonna not freak out if that happens, right? We're just gonna keep thanking the universe for giving us no's, for giving us opportunities that don't go as planned, because then we're one step closer to the thing that does work. So just go slow with yourself this weekend and into next week. Hi, Gloriana. Hi, Yvette. Okay, guys, we just did Libra. Let's move into Scorpio. Let's clear the deck for Scorpio. And if you're coming in the middle, I was showing you guys that I use a jar, selenite crystal that I'll just keep with my deck to cleanse and clear in between clients. So it's something that you could do at home too, if you like to geek out on crystals. So clearing for Scorpio. Let's clear the deck for Scorpio. All right. We've got the Temperance reversed, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups. We're getting some similar things going on, aren't we? So I think universally we're feeling a lot of the same way. So just remember that out there. You just don't know what battles other people are fighting. And that's kind of how I'm going to look at this. It's like you just don't know what other people's battles are fighting, Scorpio. So don't take everything so personally. Try to observe people. And, you know, there's a lot of people going through a really, really hard time. It could be you, but just don't take their hard time personally. So if they're quick with you, if they're annoying, if they're too overbearing on email, if they're, you know, whatever the thing is that's like bothering you, just realize it's a reflection of them, and you don't even have to absorb it. And you can schedule things during regular business hours. Sorry, I'm talking to myself because I work late a lot. But there's this idea here for you to work with. I'm going to get a card of clarification for you, Scorpio, and we get the Magician. So this is about really transforming the weekend into that what you want. So here we are, Friday afternoon. What do you want to do this weekend, Scorpio? How do you want it to go? And visualize it so that it gives your kind of yourself a map to follow, to navigate through, so that it's not just whatever, that you get to the end of the weekend and feel whatever, feel rested, rejuvenated, relaxed, restored, you know, whatever it is that you want to feel. So that's a little bit of a warning card for you to go ahead and get it clear in your head so it doesn't get away from you. You know, we're in a 5-year in numerology, and that tends to pull the energy in a lot of different directions, pull your energy. And so it's easy to lose track of things. You know, if you had some intentions this year, this is a good time as Mercury goes retrograde to revise them and check back in and be like, you know what, that's totally unrealistic. There's no way I'm going to get to that this year. Or, you know what, I really undershot myself and I think I could kick it up a notch. Whatever, it's a good weekend for everybody to revise their goals and their ideas for, you know, what they're doing with their lives. All right, let's clear the deck for Sagittarius. It's clear for Sag. Clear for Sag. And anybody that's watching that's able to donate in the virtual tip jar, I really appreciate it. I take tips through Venmo and through PayPal. Helps me keep these services free for everybody and pay the fees that are associated with each of my accounts. So let's clear for Sag. Clear for Sag. Ooh, Ace of Cups. And a 3 of Wands, a 7 of Wands. Let's see, 8 of Cups. All right. So Sag, it looks like the Ace of Cups is great because this is about falling in love, right? This is about like your heart, like what's pulling your heartstrings, and what's pulling your heartstrings, it looks like, is a big adventure, going somewhere. This is overseas travel, maybe not in this situation, but it looks like some kind of a trip, some kind of momentum moving forward, either towards somebody you love or towards a new location that you love, or you know, something like that. It does feel like there's an element that isn't quite so happy over here. We got the 7 of Wands with the 8 of Cups, and so you are having to walk away from a situation where you're kind of the last man standing, you know, where you're having to leave a situation. Maybe it's because you are moving, maybe it's because you're breaking up with somebody and dating somebody new, maybe it's because, you know, maybe it's a termination of your own behavior in exchange for something that is more suiting, you know, that gives you greater peace, fulfillment, joy, gratitude, those type of things. And so there's a big switch happening here for you this weekend, Sagittarius, and I'm excited to see all your reports, what's happening, what's changing, what's shifting for you. you're like, I didn't need a card reader to tell me that, right? All right, so after Sag comes Capricorn. Clear the deck for Capricorn. Guys, on April 11th, Wise Skies will have a booth in Waco. And April and hopefully myself will be there to do readings. So if we have anybody watching from Waco, Texas, we are coming there to be part of a gathering. All right, let's clear for Capricorn. Capricorn. What do our Cappies need here? All right. Let's see. We've got the Four of Wands reversed, the Devil reversed. Finally, somebody got a Devil. Ace of Cups and a Three of Wands. So we got some similar mojo for Capricorn as we do for Sag. It starts out just like this feeling of really just things being so much up in the air, and it kind of torments you. Like you're looking for a plan, you're looking to follow your heart, you're looking to go forward steadily, and it's just like this something is preventing you from doing that. And so this is a time to slow down, to go slow, to check the details, to let other people have their big human reactions and kind of detach from that so that you can stay focused on that thing that you love the most. And so, you know, setbacks and disappointments are part of life. It's not like we can have a perfect weekend every single weekend, Capricorn. But I would say, you know, this does feel very unnerving. And so, again, the advice to just go slow. Let's see if we can get a card of clarification. It does look like a path that you're having to walk alone, and that could be what is unnerving you, that sense of having to do it alone, or that sense of lack of support. And so the extra advice for you, Capricorn, is to go ahead and plant seeds for what you do want, because we want to get out of this like frequency of feeling stressed out and shaken up and lost your sea legs kind of, or don't have your bearings kind of a thing. We want to go ahead and focus on the antidote, which is planting new seeds to go in a new direction, and maybe you have to do some of that by yourself. So ideas for you, Cappies. And let's clear for Aquarius. The Magician card jumped out. Happy birthday to our Aquarius. Clear for you. You could take this as a birthday reading, some of you. Let's clear for our Aquarius. Is it Aquarii if there's more than one Aquarii? Okay, also get the Wheel of Fortune. This reading's going to be easy. All the cards are going to jump right out. What else does Aquarius need to know? Alright. Not much. The worst is over, Aquarius. New things are happening for you. The Magician reminds us, as above, so below. So as you think, so shall you be. As you consider, so shall it be revealed to you, right? So you can't ask a question where the answer isn't already there, because the universe works in that vacuum way. All right, so Aquarius, you are making the most of your situation. You are surprising people with what you are overcoming and what you're doing and what you're creating. Like you're being fascinating right now. And also we get the Wheel of Fortune, which is the number 10 card in Tarot. And so this is the halfway point of the major arcana. This is a turning point in your life. And so you're really being asked to consider what is it that you want to do with the rest of your life. Like, right? So the Wheel of Fortune is about rolling the dice. It's not necessarily, it's about taking a risk on yourself. It's about leaning into the universal gifts. So Aquarius, you're going to keep asking open-ended questions that give you the sense of like curiosity, so that you're not like planning and making a fixed thing, but you're like, I wonder what it would be like if I felt fulfilled in this area, or if I felt, you know, whatever. You're just getting curious in order to let the universe come help and co-create with you. All right, then we're gonna have Pisces, and then I have to go because I have a little reading. My next reading is a mediumship reading today, and I always look forward to those. This last week, normally I don't say like, yay, let's have pets, or let's not have pets. I just don't really talk about it that much. But this last week, we had 2 pets come through that I thought were so sweet, and it totally teared me up. One was a kitty and one was a puppy. And so just know that, you know, these mediumship sessions are healing, whether you're wanting to connect with a deceased loved one in human form or in pet form. They're really powerful, and I'm always so touched. So thank you guys for everybody that has signed up with me this last week. It's been a really special week. Okay, look what fell out for you Pisces. We got some good news here. Love is in the air. Love is on the way. This is a yes. This is a win. This is a booty call, right? Like, this is a fun weekend reading to get for you Pisces with the Lovers and the Sun card. And so, you know, 2 plus 1 makes 3, just saying. So be careful if you're not wanting to be pregnant. All right, Pisces, this is your time to shine. This is your time to fall in love with life. This is your time to hang out with somebody that you really enjoy their company. This is a weekend of pleasure, okay? So no work. I've been texting my Pisces friend Mary from Moon Goddess, and so I'm going to stop texting her work stuff. I'm going to let her have a good weekend. But guys, that's it for the free readings. Again, virtual tips through Venmo and PayPal are so greatly appreciated, so I can pay all the fees for my platforms. And until next week, if you'd like to work together one-on-one with me or with any of our intuitives, you can find us on the services page at wiseskiescollective.com. If you're on any of the social media platforms, following, liking, subscribing, of course, the podcast, if you can rate and review, if you're, you can listen to the Wise Skies podcast on any platform. So those rates and subscriptions and likes really help boost our profile, and we really appreciate it. So hopefully this has been a nice reading for you. I'm going to seal our readings in a sacred healing chamber, just blessing each of you watching with a golden liquid light etheric garment that wraps you in love, unconditional love, and just sealing this field of the quantum prayer field where we've been working together till we can hang out again, guys. Have a great